What's up, everybody? Um, you guys are probably wondering why I'm upset, and it's for a very legitimate reason. And it's not because of anything that's happened over the last couple weeks with certain people or anything like that, but it's something deeper. What's wrong with me is my dad. And I know I've spoken about him in the past, but what a lot of people don't understand is what exactly went on and why I'm so angry with him, why I'm so upset with him, and everything like that. And the truth is, I went down to visit him back in 2014 after not seeing him for almost 8+ years. And I got down there, everything was going great. We went to his house. I set myself up in the room that I was staying in at the time. And then, we hung out, we spent some time together, everything like that. And then later that night, we go out to the Hard Rock Cafe down in Orlando, which was super cool. I had a great time. We go there, have a little bit of fun, hang out, whatever, and then we get back home. Well, we get back home, we're all just sitting there chilling just before dinner. And he hands me a drink, and it was cranberry juice. And when I took a drink of it, it tasted fizzy, like, soda. Like, and I honest to God thought that it was 7-Up or something. And I was like, this is real good. What is this? And he didn't say anything. Now, keep in mind, before what I'm about to tell you what happened next, I've not had a drink, one drop of alcohol in my entire life up to that point. At all. I've been clean my entire life. I have not drank, smoked, I've not done any kind of drugs at all my entire life. And I know a lot of people find that hard to believe, but with me, it's very true. I have not done any kind of drugs, any kind of alcohol, or anything. But what he did next was so screwed up. He kept laughing. And I couldn't figure out why. And I kept noticing that, he was kind of eyeballing the counter a bit. And I wasn't even noticing. And he kept doing that for a while. And then what do I notice? The bottle that was sitting on the counter was half full of vodka. And as soon as I put two and two together, I ran to the bathroom and was puking my guts out for almost an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. Sick to my stomach. And he laughed about it. And that next morning, I woke up with the worst headache of my entire, and I mean my entire fucking life. And while he went to work, I laid down, got better, I rested up, chilled out, watched some TV, hung out on Facebook on my 3DS at the time. And not only did he do that, but that next day, me and I can honestly say his psychotic bitch of a wife got into a fight. And it was over the fact that they wanted me to move in there and I didn't want to. And she kept forcing it and forcing it. And, eventually, things, settled down. And then later that night, they got so drunk that we all got into it again. But what that bitch did was far worse than anything anyone's ever done up to that point. When me and her got into it, she physically attacked me. After I told her to shut up and to back off and to leave me alone, she physically attacked me. But it wasn't the fact that she attacked me that really, really bothered me. What bothered me was the fact that during the time I was wearing a very special necklace that was made from the belt buckle of my brother's belt. And the way that it looked, the way that the belt buckle looked, it was a shield with a cross. And that was one of the last things he ever gave to me before he had passed away. And I just happened to be wearing it that night. But what did she do? She went and broke it to where it can never be fixed. To this day, it sits in a case because it cannot be fixed. And when she broke it, I fell apart because I told her, I was like, this is a sentimental piece from my brother. Because at the time, my brother was still very, very sick. At the time, my brother was going through radiation treatments and stuff for cancer. So that necklace meant the entire world to me. Because I knew my brother might not have long left. I knew that he might not have much time left. So that necklace meant the entire world to me. And stuff like that continued on until I was able to get out of there within a few days. I'd actually gotten hooked up with a motel room thanks to one of my teachers who was kind of like my father figure in a sense, because my dad, even though he was military, he was never there. Even though my dad was military, he was never there. So my teacher that we got a hold of kind of took on that role when I was a kid. And he kind of, took on the father figure in a sense. But one of the things that my dad said to me still haunts me to this day, and he also did something today too that's very unforgivable. You see, when I was there, he flat out told me that I needed to give up, that it was okay to have dreams, but I needed to give up on anything that I wanted to do because realistically, I wouldn't get anywhere. Realistically, my dreams were just pipe dreams, and that I had no chance of making any of my dreams a reality. And every day now, I am slowly getting to that point. But the one thing that hurt me more than anything else is not only did he say that to me, but he also blames everything that he did to my mom on me, saying that it's my fault, that I'm not good enough, that, you know, that I'm the reason that, you know, they had split and this and that, which that hurt a lot. But what he said to me today in a random message just destroyed me. He basically told me that I was a deadbeat, that I was worthless, that I had no business doing anything that I wanted to do, that I was a failure in his eyes. And a lot of people, I know a lot of you guys are going to tell me, hey, just, get over it. They're just words, but you don't understand. These are words coming from somebody that's supposed to be my dad. Somebody that's supposed to be there and teach me how to be a man. But instead, what does this man do? He belittles me, belittles my mom, belittles our family, and drinks his life away like a drunk piece of shit. Yeah, he works a regular job, but guess where that money fucking goes to? It don't go to bills. It goes to him drinking. His entire backyard is littered and filled with beer bottles driven upside down, lining their entire backyard. That's how much this man drinks. Their fridge, there is no food. And if there is, it's like maybe a sandwich or something. Because they would rather live the parties lifestyle, the drinking lifestyle, the biker lifestyle, the lifestyle that they don't need to be living. And don't get me wrong, I got nothing against bikers. A lot of the bikers I know personally are very, very nice people. They're very cool guys. Absolutely love them to death. But a lot of people just don't understand how much that kind of shit affects somebody. All day today, I've been on and off in fucking tears, wondering why. Why did he have to not only do what he did to me, but why did he have to send the message that he sent? And to the person that was supposed to be my dad, I want to tell you this. What you did to me is fucked up. It's wrong. And I'm sorry if I'm not everything that you wanted me to be. To be honest, as a kid, I always wanted to follow in your footsteps. I always wanted to be military. But because of my medical conditions, I can't. As much as I would love to, I can't do that. But unlike you, old man, I don't sit there and drink my life away like a fucking drunk piece of shit. I actually try to help people. Like I said, you might not like my music or whatever, and that's fine. But let me tell you this, motherfucker. The only person at fault for everything that happened to me, mom, all of that. It's not on me. It's on you. Because all you are is a drunk piece of shit. You want to call me a good for nothing deadbeat? I may not be a father, but let me tell you something. If I had a kid, unlike you, I would be there for my kid. I would actually do everything I could to raise that kid and be there for them and be the best father that I could be. I'm sorry if I somehow really disappointed you, but you know what? You disappointed me even more. It fucking kills me when, even now, when I go back and I read that deleted message from today, it still kills me. That shit's ingrained in my memory for the rest of my motherfucking life. You always talk about me making something of myself, but guess what? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make something of myself. But unlike you, I'm not sitting here wasting my fucking life away, drinking, partying, doing drugs, and doing dumb shit that can kill me in 5 fucking seconds. I'm not the one getting drunk, hopping on my Harley, and speeding down the road at 100 fucking miles an hour, laying my bike down and getting fucked up and hurt. That's not me. You want to talk about a poor excuse of a man? Take a look in the mirror. You know what I see? When I look at you, old man, I see an empty shell of what you used to be. You used to stand for something. You used to be a soldier in the United States Army. Now look at you. You're washed up. You're drinking your life away for no fucking reason. And God only knows when you're gonna die. Like I said, I respect everything that you did for my country. I respect you as a military personnel. I respect you as a soldier, as a veteran. But as a father and as a man, I cannot respect you. I cannot respect what you stand for now. It's people like you that make me sick. Because you act like you're such a hard ass and this and that. But then all you really do is drink your life away. Slowly wasting away, drowning in your own fucking misery. Like I said, I'm sorry if I disappointed you. I'm sorry that I'm trying to do something with my life. But let me tell you right now, motherfucker, I'm always going to be 110% better than you will ever be. Because when I look at you, when I see you, I don't see my dad. I see an empty ghost of a shell of the person who used to be my dad. The person that used to give a fuck about me. The person that helped mom raise me as a kid. Now all I see is a drunk piece of shit that doesn't know what the fuck to do with his life. Running in circles every fucking day. That's all I see. Like I said, I respect you as a military personnel to the ends of the earth. I respect that about you. But I cannot bring myself to respect you as a man. Because in my eyes, you are no man. You're a forest shell of the man you once were. Everything you've done to me, everything you've done to my mom, everything that you've blamed on her and blamed on me, it's not either of our faults. It's your fault, motherfucker. It's time you wake the fuck up, you asshole. Wake the fuck up and realize what the fuck you're doing with your life. Because all I see is a drunk piece of shit wasting his life away. And to be honest with you, all I've ever wanted is my dad back. That's all I've ever wanted. I want my dad that used to give a fuck about me, that used to love and care about me. That's the dad that I want back, not this empty shell of a person that you've become. And I hope you see this. Because know this, at the end of the day, I will always be everything that you're not. I will always be a better man than you ever hoped that you could have been. Like I said, you may have served our country. You may have served your country as a military personnel, and I respect that. But I cannot respect you as a man. Not after everything you did to me. Not after everything your bitch of a wife did to me. Everything that you did to mom. As a soldier, you were great. You were amazing. As a kid, you were my hero. I used to look up to you. But now, all I see is a pathetic piece of shit doing nothing with his life except wasting away, waiting to die. And I'm sorry to say this, and it kills me to say this, but in my eyes, you're dead to me. My dad died. The minute that you started to drink your life away, that's the minute that my dad died. And this drunk piece of shit, empty shell of a person took over. Like I said, I hope you see this. Because like I said, I'm always going to be everything that you're not. And I'm always going to be better than you. So you can take your comments and you can go fuck yourself. Because I'm done with you. I'm done with you blaming me. I'm done with you blaming mom for your bullshit actions. You're not a man. You're just a deadbeat motherfucker who doesn't know what the fuck to do with his life. So why don't you take your comments, take your little messages that you've sent to me, shove them up your fucking ass, and go fuck yourself, you drunk piece of fucking shit.